Just call 1-800-497-8345. 1-800-497-8345. 1-800-497-8345.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
Big Berkey water filters are in high demand. Storable foods are also in high demand. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has always kept our focus on the Berkey water filter products, but increasingly, our customers have been asking for storable foods. After months of research, BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com now offers great tasting, long-lasting, storable foods. These ready-to-eat meals are packed in airtight nitrogen pouches. All you do is just add water, and because they're sealed so well, they come with a 25-year shelf life. Combine our Berkey water filters, which are powerful enough to purify treated, untreated, or even stagnant pond water with our storable foods, and you have a winning combination. Remember, we offer free shipping on every order over $50, and GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY today.
All right, my friends, coming up in the next hour, we're going to be joined by Don Browning. He is a retired Oklahoma City police officer, U.S. Marine, and Vietnam veteran. He worked the K-9 unit, was part of the search and rescue team at the Murrah building after the bombing. And this is going to be an amazing interview. Again, it keeps breaking down the information that's in the film, A Noble Lie. I want to go back to your calls, and I haven't even gotten to the news yet on the subject of North Korea, the economy, and the Stinger missiles. But I'll get to them one way or the other, and we'll cover it all in the nightly news tonight. That's one good thing about doing the nightly news. A lot of the most important stuff I never get to on the radio. But right now, let's go back to Dale in Kansas. So tell me the name of the base, where you were, what area of it was. We'll go look on Google Maps. But yeah, that's what the Model Emergency Centers Establishment Act says, is that it's already there at bases, stockade facilities, and that it's set up and waiting for emergencies. And now we have the documents saying the military is going to man them. And we already knew that from some other documents, but this shows it's all been green-lighted right now. And it doesn't mean it has to go there, but it shows that criminals that have gotten control of our government think that they're going to be able to just totally steal everything and have us sign on to all their derivatives and launch all these new wars because they've got control of the government through continuity of government. But Dale, you say you were a long-haul truck driver. When did you see this? What did you see?
I've seen this about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
About a year ago. And, this is when I was on the base in Kansas delivering a truck. I moved a lot of these military trucks to the bases.
Okay, so what base in Kansas is this again?
Well, the base that I was pointing out is that has the FEMA camp is at Camp Shelby, Mississippi.
Okay, Camp. Yep. Okay, Camp Shelby. I've seen that on some of the credible lists before. Camp Shelby. A lot of the stuff's there. Camp Shelby, Louisiana. Okay, please continue. Tell me what else you found.
Well, as I was leaving, I've seen this camp. You could tell it was not normal. It's just like a Gestapo prison camp. I mean, had a real barbed wire fence and everything. And also, while I was up in South Dakota, I was delivering something up there. And I was out in the middle of nowhere. And I like helicopters and stuff like that. And I noticed this helicopter. And it was coming at me. And when it got closer, I paid a little more attention to it. It had no markings on it. All it had was the trilateral symbol on the belly of it, in black as coal. And you tell people this stuff, and they don't believe you. I mean, they just don't believe you. And I put my eyes on this stuff every time I hear about it.
What about Camp Shelby, Mississippi? From my memory, that's a pretty big base. What area is this in with the classic stockade and the barbed wire facing in?
Okay, it's on the, as I was leaving, I saw it. So it was on an exit route out of the base. So if you'll look it up, it's on the outside it's not on the outside of the base, but it's as you're leaving the base of the exits. You know, it's not on the entrance of the base.
Describe it more. Describe why you knew it was a FEMA camp.
Oh, you can tell. I mean, with the real barbed wire fence, and all it had was tents in there, little tents, and a whole bunch of porta potties on one end of it. And then it had, what really shook me up was when I saw the gang walk up on top of, up at the top of the fence.
Sure, it's got an area for guards to walk around with shotguns.
Right, just like you'd see in a prison camp. And that's what really shook me up, and that has always stuck in my head. And then, of course, I watch this stuff every day, and I listen to you and stuff, and I listen to other things. And there has been, you all was talking about the buildup of police. Well, Interstate 70, I traveled it every day across Missouri, and there has been a buildup of police, state troopers, county sheriffs, everything. I would say it's probably tripled in build-up.
Oh, yeah, they're building up for the bankers to kill America, and the cops, a lot of them can't help it. They're simple-minded. They're like, well, I get the power because I'm a good guy, and things are collapsing, and we'll just have to take their guns then. God bless you, my friend.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
All right, we've got an amazing guest coming up. Actually, two amazing guests coming up, joining us via video Skype in the next segment. Oklahoma City investigators, one of them who was there when the bombing, in the aftermath. That is coming up in the next segment. Also, in some of the other news, Obama prepared to attack military action. Again, Obama prepared to take military action against Iran. Dennis Ross, a big Obama advisor, says if Obama draws the conclusion that certain kind of steps should be taken against Iran, he'll take them. Yeah, because he's completely blackmailed and controlled. Here's another one. Dozens of people die in roadside bombs in Iraq right as the United States begins to officially pull out, but it has all those advisors and embassy staff and mercenaries there. And Tony Cartalucci, writer for Infowars.com, has a big article out. In a move that almost defies belief, it is so brazen and hypocritical, many will not believe it, no matter how many State Department officials confirm it. The U.S. has been guarding a terrorist training camp inside Iraq with U.S. troops and is planning to relocate them, possibly in a freshly abandoned U.S. military base in Iraq, while D.C. lobbyists work feverishly to have them delisted, armed, and sent to conduct terrorist operations in Iran. And this is what 2-3 weeks ago, Steve Pieczenik, former State Department official and terrorism expert, talked about. The MEK, which is an admitted real terrorist group, is basically working for the U.S. government. I mean, what group isn't? Because this isn't the U.S. government, ladies and gentlemen. It's offshore mega banks that are totally ruthless and hire criminal mercenary groups to stage terror attacks all over the world, to finance other terror groups, to stage bombings here in the U.S., to do it all so the system can take our liberties and freedoms and pose as our saviors. And it is so incredibly dangerous on that front. Looking at Korea and China, ex-President Carter sends condolences to Kim Jong-un. And that only props these crazy hereditary dictators up. I understand they've got to have somebody who can diplomatically talk to these people. But why did Donald Rumsfeld, as the head of the big Swiss company back in the mid-1990s, transfer the reactor systems so North Korea could have nuclear weapons? Continuing, Finland finds Patriot missiles on China-bound ship marked as fireworks. See, while you're busy being told to be scared to death of al-Qaeda under the table, 10,000-plus missiles, 2,000-plus that are high-tech, surface-to-air missiles were basically given to al-Qaeda and allowed to keep them when al-Qaeda was given control of Libya by NATO. And that's on record. That's even mainstream news. Pull it up. Pull up London Telegraph headlines like, al-Qaeda flag now flies over Libya. Al-Qaeda being sent in to fight Syrians. Al-Qaeda works for the globalists that have hijacked this country. People are like, but why would they have them attack us? So they can take all our liberties, blame Iraq that had nothing to do with it, and invade them. Now they're blaming Iran for 9/11. Next, they'll blame you. Or maybe Santa Claus for it. Everybody but who's involved. The Finnish authorities have impounded an Isle of Man flagship bound for China with undeclared missiles and explosives. British or U.S. government, they're always doing this. Police are questioning the crew of the MS Thor Liberty after what were described as 69 Patriot anti-missile missiles were found on board. Yeah, you can also use a Patriot to shoot aircraft down all day long. Oh, but they've been saying al-Qaeda must have stingers left over from the 80s. Give all your rights up. Continuing here, Interior Minister Pavi Rasin said the missiles were marked fireworks. The MS Thor Liberty was docked in Finnish port after leaving Germany last week. Dock workers became suspicious after Mr. Napolitano told them to be. I'm joking. After finding explosives poorly stored on open pallets, and missiles were then found in containers marked fireworks. More on this coming up, but first, our guest. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As they're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen
A Fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's Survival Seed Bank.